Hey there, friend. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in Pisces for your energies. Sun, moon, and rising will be the most dominant. But yes, for any Pisces placement, happy birthday to our Pisces friends who are celebrating as we're wrapping up Pisces season and heading into Aries. We've got a lot going back and forth in Pisces planetarily. So let's see what is going on and how we can support your journey. Just a quick note that if you are seeking to redeem your birthday gift for Pisces, we do have open, which is closing in the next couple of days, private readings. Both I have I think one left, a one-on-one with me, and then if you are seeking, oh look at that, if you are seeking whether pre-recorded or with me personally, the details to book that in, because I don't know when they'll be opening again, just go to the second link below. All the details are inside the Soul Collective on how you can access that. There's no cost to join the Soul Collective. It's where we connect as a group. There's a few hundred people in there. All right. And that's, where we just support your spiritual journey. There's energy updates and things like that that are exclusive to the collective. We also have, which is helpful, the Daily Uplift. It's like a free program that you can do inside the collective that allows you to just to connect into your own goals, your own ambitions, your own manifestations, and kind of keep check of what's happening each day in your life and how to, work with that to get closer to the things that you desire. There's a lot going on. All right. Interesting energy, Pisces. Let's have a look underneath. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords, death energy with the Sun. I feel like there's the World, Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups, Page of Wands, and King of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles underneath. Ace of Swords and the Devil. This is an interesting energy that's coming through. I feel overall that something that may have ended, or where you've been on a healing journey, you've kind of turned around your own energy, your own spirit, your own vision, your own kind of connecting into your own guidance and what life looks like for you now. I feel like you're at a turning point that's quite significant. I think we make changes along our path and journey. Sometimes, there can be seasons where it feels like you're making progress and then you're kind of feeling pulled back and in a little bit of the word it's given me is a trudge. So I'm taking that, just a little bit of just an up and down pit sometimes, right? Or in the valley. And I feel like something is shifting or something is, cycling out here when it comes to experiences that you've been through and where you're going next. Because, I just feel, and it's been coming up lately, the darker days are over, your healing, your rebirth, your own awakening. Maybe there's even habits and behaviors that you're experiencing today from people because of this Seven of Swords energy, because of some experience that you've been through. Maybe you're more like laser focused or looking into situations because you don't want the same cycle to occur. You don't want to be in a position, where you've been before. Maybe, you've had a boss or a coworker, do something unkind or dodgy or whatever. Maybe you've had a partner, a romantic relationship, or maybe a best friend, whatever it might be. I feel like you've moved through this not just overnight. Like, it's been a journey, but I feel ultimately you're coming out on the other side, but you're also really looking at, where you've been and making sure that you're not getting yourself in a similar position. With this Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the King of Swords, I do feel like someone wants to perhaps talk to you. It could be someone that had once upon a time, deceived you. Maybe once upon a time that you were connected in the home front. Maybe, you knew their family, maybe they were a part of your family, maybe you had a family together. But I feel like something or someone's coming in. This Ace of Wands is giving me very communicative energy, like as much as it's about energy of doing the Ace of Wands or a new beginning on something, I feel like there's a communication. Seven of Swords can also be about communication, learning some communication, learning again about someone who did something perhaps not right here as well. That energy seems to be coming in, but I feel like something is opening up where there's going to be conversations, where there's going to be some form of clarity, where there's going to be some form of understanding, and maybe some of you too are gaining advice or expertise as well off someone, if it's around the home front or if it's around your family or protecting your family or supporting your family, or maybe how to do something, right? Again, Page of Wands, well, that's around communication, something coming in, something presenting itself. There feels like there's going to be some conversations coming on through. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords with the Devil energy. And then underneath the Devil energy, we do have the Four of Pentacles. So this can be related to the stability of something, understanding whether you should be holding on, whether you should be letting go, where your place in the world sits, where you feel firm, where you feel supported. I feel like you're trying to understand even maybe someone's behaviors or motives or the way that they connect with you, the way that they talk with you. But again, it's around the stability of it. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, very, very home, nurturing, money. Devil energy too can be about work. That's Capricorn energy. You could be looking at what's your next move and maybe getting the clarity on what that is. And maybe it's something that's deeply on your mind on what to do here. Let's dive in a little bit further and see what's underneath and what we need to see here. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords. Oops, just throwing it around. Let me just move these over. So we've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Strength energy. So again, there's some conversation or something that's coming on in. And Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely a lot around communication or wanting to understand something and the way that you may want to deal with it. It's interesting. Queen of Pentacles still showing up here. You may be wanting to make a certain move towards something or someone towards you, but it might require a little bit of a different version of you with this Strength energy. And if it's not a different version, it's a more controlled version. It's a version of you that no matter what someone throws at you, no matter what someone might see, it's like you're very clear on who you are and how you're going to handle this situation and your approach towards something. So I do like that. You're holding a strong space. And Queen of Pentacles too showing up here. You do have the King and Queen of Swords. Could it be a partner? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of King and Queen of Swords energy together anyway. But it could be your whole self getting really clear on what you need to do and doing the things that you need to do in support of whatever's presenting itself. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of communication happening. Obviously, we do have Mercury in retrograde. So there could be a bit of, fiery expansion. It could be around your relationships with Venus in retrograde as well. We do have Neptune, doing its thing. I think it's shifting as well from Pisces to Aries. So there's a lot happening in Aries energy as we get into Aries season over the next few days. So just be mindful of that. And also your perception of things, because I think if there has been a perception, maybe questioning something, maybe you'll get the clarity on that, okay, as well, which the energy definitely suggests that. Let's see where this is all going for you. Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. We've got the High Priestess. We have the Three of Wands. It's a lot of yellow energy. we've got the Seven of Cups. And then the Nine of Cups. All right. Let's take another peek underneath the Empress. Okay, nice. Very nice. Now, where this is heading, Pisces, there's some validation or realization that I feel you're getting here with this Knight of Wands and Six of Wands energy. It could be too that someone is perhaps showing you a certain energy, a certain direction that they want to go. I'm just noticing the direction of these. One's kind of going this way, the other one's kind of going that way. But along the back too, at some point, there was some form of conflict, okay? I'm not sure if you can see this, right? It's kind of the Five of Wands in the background, but then coming out on top. So if there has been some form of conflict, we've seen the Five of Wands come up a bit in the last week in terms of your readings, where there's some debate, some conflict, some competitive energy. I feel like this Knight of Wands, whatever this represents in your life, could be some excitement around a certain individual or a certain situation that you're dealing with, but I feel like you're getting something that's qualifying this, that's validating something that you've been seeking or wanting to understand. And I think intuitively you've been waiting to see it. Maybe you were questioning it, maybe you were questioning intentions, or like I said, laser focusing on some pattern or behavior because you don't want where you've been before. You don't want to go back to some energy that you experience that just really was difficult, because you've healed from it and you've taken a lot of lessons from it. And there's something here though that I do want to confirm the High Priestess, because I think there's something this High Priestess energy knows. Obviously that's your energy, but it's also talking about the path forward. What does the path forward look like for you and what steps you're taking? Because the Three of Wands is after the plans. It's like, okay, we've made the plans, we're looking at where we're going, now we're looking at where we're going and putting things into motion. Okay, you're going towards this Four of Wands energy with this Three of Wands, but it's choosing a path, it's choosing where you want to be. But there may be still some confusion or some options available to you that you really want to look at and assess again to make sure that you're choosing the right cup for you, the right emotional connection, the right impression for your life. But I do like you've got the Nine of Cups here, because it's kind of talking about this wish fulfillment, but I do believe that that's what you're looking at, what actually makes you happy, and really wanting to identify the people, the places, the work that you're doing to see, hey, does this really match where I am? I just feel like you could be taking off some rose-colored glasses around something. As I said, you do have the Empress here, you do have the Queen of Cups here, and the Ten of Wands. So if there has been pressure on where to, put your time, your energy, your effort, on what to nurture, on what to grow, on what to really do here, I think you're truly leading with your heart, which I really, really love, but you're doing it in a way that's very, very grounded. It's not doing it emotionally, making choices just on an emotional aspect. You're doing it with understanding, with compassion, and also coming from a high place of intuition while you're connecting to it. And I think being in this energy is great for you because it relieves any pressure or any difficulty that you've experienced. Again, I still feel like there's some communication here that is coming through. Yeah, I do feel like there's something that you're learning here, Pisces, along the way. I'm going to clarify here the High Priestess. Let's get some clarification on this High Priestess energy. What's this High Priestess energy that we need to understand? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So it's something about something you've recovered from or healed from. Maybe someone's coming on in, like I said, that you've already experienced at some point in time. Look at this, Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands with the Four of Swords energy. So maybe you've got someone coming in just off the back of an experience or a situation that is coming on in, and maybe they've said they noticed something about where you're at right now. Maybe they heard something. Maybe they're also realizing their ways before and how they operated. I don't like going into past situations that are not supportive, okay? But there's something here about a situation that has either been quiet or that you've healed from, and knowing about some new beginning. But I do feel this is a different path or a different way forward for you. But it's also, what is that? What does that look like? And maybe you get a little reminder along the way from something from your past that helps you quantify this, you know? Because it seems a lot around new beginnings, new direction. I think you've grown quite significantly on your own emotional quotient because you've had situations present themselves that, by strengthening your experiences and heart and understanding that certain things that do happen, while they may be difficulty, while they may be challenging, while they may have taken some time to heal, maybe there's a little bit of other trauma and experiences that are still coming up, or that, you know, you recognize you're being a little, you know, you're watching it. You're watching what people are doing, how they're treating you, especially if you've been in a pretty unhealthy relationship before, someone hasn't done the right thing. Maybe there was deceit, betrayal, whatever that may be. Or maybe you just feel like have this strong intuition that someone is not doing the right thing or hadn't done the right thing in the past, but you don't, you know, maybe you never even got closure on it. I just think that you've come so far and grown so much in your heart space that the only way to move forward, you know, is through love and care of yourself and giving yourself the best possible, you know, step forward. But it may have taken you a little bit of time to even get there for yourself, right? And care for yourself and still be compassionate to situations that hurt you. Doesn't mean that you have to. I think forgiveness is an interesting topic, but I think more than anything is forgiving yourself first and foremost. You don't necessarily have to forgive another person. It's more so forgiving yourself and giving yourself the freedom from situations, right? So they don't have power over you. But I just get a sense here that there could be someone trying to get some validation or seeing if there's, you know, someone could be testing you a little bit, is what I feel. Seeing if you still will validate them, if you still care. It's an interesting one. But I think you've got your eyes set on something else, your path set on something else, some new beginning, something that gets you excited. You've got Ace of Wands twice. You're really looking at what makes you happy, and you want to make sure as part of that process that you're pulling a cup from the Seven of Cups to add to your Nine of Cups, which is this 10, you know? So it's a lot more around what makes you happy. And yes, happiness starts from within, but it's also taking the steps in your life of those desires that you have that support that too, right? Because it's not a place of just standing still. It's a place of continuing to live, to grow and adventure in this world and this blessing that we have of life. And I feel like this is a key part of that. So Pisces, interesting, maybe the communication that be coming around this week. I think it's going to help you get a lot clearer on your future and your direction and your choices. There seems to be a lot of love, a lot of excitement, a lot of care and potential. But I also think there may be some testing. Maybe there might be some things that you saw or thought you saw, or the illusion of seeing something, that you get to take the glasses off and see it for what it is. And it can be absolutely positive. It doesn't need to be a bad thing. It could be a great thing, right? Maybe this fear, the worry of the repeating cycle, maybe that's what you get to see, that's not what it is. We can be, you know, impacted by our past. Absolutely. I think there's something here that's really wonderful that's presenting itself to you. And I also think there could be some people challenging you coming through in the next week or two as well, that is making you just hold on to yourself, hold on to your integrity, hold on to your truth, and move forward in that, you know. You got a lot of power behind you in doing this. And that's what I like, because you're holding this energy. And you're not going to allow it to keep burdening you, whatever that is, or where you've been at once upon a time. You've got a lot of strength in who you are, and you're creating something new, and you're creating from a place of truth, of heart. And I think that's really wonderful. So enjoy that, Pisces. I will catch you tomorrow, friend. Bye now.